one thing's for sure, this is going to be a lot more fun on the way down than the way up. Fingers crossed. It's a beautiful place to dive if nothing else. The water looks lovely and clear. I'm just hoping that there's not going to be any of this green algae, which made the visibility terrible. I'll show you a quick clip from last week's dive at Warrenish, where the water looked lovely and blue and clean, and then we got out there and we could hardly see our hands in front of our faces. I did however get one nice fish. And then there's where we're going to dive, in this wee bay out in front. We're just gonna, I've already got these pollock, I've got them in the water just to make it nice and clean. Gonna quickly fillet these and we'll take them home and we'll get them cooked up in a catch and cook. This way we get to put the fish carcasses back into the sea and kind of nothing gets unnecessarily wasted. We can put them back in the traps and fish, seals, whatever can eat them, not going to landfill. Made a bit of a mess of this one, spearing straight through the centre, but after the kind of a couple of shots I had where I missed a few and I just didn't know how, I wasn't going to be too finicky with a precision shot because it just wasn't happening. Okay, so got 4 lovely pollock fillets there. We'll take these home and go pick them up. What was that, Jay? What was that?
Chewy.
Right, that's all the gear packed away, ready to go back home. I am not looking forward to this next bit, going up that hill, and Shannon is even less excited to go back up that. It's going to be brutal. Okay, so I've got a salted brine mixture here. It's just heavily salted water. I've got my pollock fillets. Just going to place each of the pollock fillets into this brine water for 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll take them out and I'm going to pat them dry. Once we're done there, we're going to get the smoker going, and we've got a mixture of chips and smoking dust, and we'll smoke these pollock on the barbecue. Okay, so I've got a wee smoker here. How this smoker works is you place it in the barbecue, you put a tea light underneath there, and it starts to burn off, and then the smoke chips burn around into a centre. It times it so it goes out nice and slowly instead of going too quick. So I'll get some of my chips. That should do the job. And then I'm going to mix it in with a bit of dust. It'll give me a kind of medium burn. I've got some applewood dust, so get that there. Give it a good mix through, and then from there it's just a matter of pouring the mixture in. Just overfill it like this, and then I get a tea light like so. That'll get placed there. Boom, and the process is ready to start. So I'm going to get this in the barbecue and get this going. So fish has been brined. I'm now just going to pat it dry. It's a wee bit firmer after it's been brined. It's a really important stage, which if you miss out, your fish just doesn't quite taste right. Plus it adds the needed like kind of salt and goodness, which makes pollock, which can be a fairly bland, albeit lovely flesh, but fairly bland fish, a whole lot more flavourful. Okay, one final pat off. One important thing that I forgot to mention earlier on, the reason I'm leaving the skin on these is as they're being smoked, the skin must stay on, because if you try to smoke fish and remove the skin, it falls apart. So the skin's there to keep it all together. So as you can see there, the smoke is burning round nicely. And we're going to place each of these fish just over the smoke. There's very little heat within this smoker because I'm just cold smoking. So just give it a gentle heat and we'll give that about an hour, a couple hours. Okay, so we've got our fish out of the smoker now, it's ready. This is still raw, it's not cooked, so I'm going to bake it in the oven. So I'm just going to place 2 pieces onto this baking parchment. 1 and 2, like so. From there, I'm just going to get a bit of butter, just keep it nice and juicy, and I'll pulp this over, and then from there I'll put it into a hot oven for about 15 minutes. So I've made up a tomato, chorizo and onion sauce, got some olives in there and some capers and balsamic vinegar. It'll couple really well with some linguine, and I'm going to put the fish on the top. Water's there ready, rolling boil ready for the linguine. Okay, right, taste test. So it was smoked for about 2 hours. It's really good. It kind of firms it up a wee bit because pollock can sometimes be a wee bit soft, and the smoking procedure with the brining and the smoke dries it out slightly and makes it really a bit more meaty and a bit more along the lines of cod. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're not already. Next week we'll be diving Staffin area around the Dinosaur Footprint beach. Thanks for watching.